did not die quietly. She died watched, judged, and remembered. On the 19th of May, 1536, Ann Boleyn, Queen of England, was executed on Tower Green. She was not the first queen to be executed, but she would become one of the most famous. Ann Boleyn did not die quietly. She died watched, judged, and remembered. On the 19th of May, 1536, Ann Boleyn, Queen of England, was executed on Tower Green. She was not the first queen to be executed, but she would become one of the most famous. Anne rose in a court where power was fragile and favour was everything. Intelligent, charismatic, and outspoken, she captured the attention of King Henry VIII and changed the course of English history. Henry broke with the Catholic Church to marry her. England was transformed, yet Anne's power rested on one fragile truth. It existed only as long as the king's desire endured. Anne failed to produce a male heir, and her influence began to wane. What followed was swift and ruthless. She was arrested and charged with adultery, incest, and treason. Accusations widely believed to have been fabricated. There would be no rescue, no reversal. Anne was tried by a court that had already decided her fate. On the morning of her execution, Anne was calm. Witnesses remarked on her composure, on her dignity. She addressed the crowd briefly. She did not protest her innocence. She did not accuse the king. She asked only that people pray for her soul and for the king. Henry, she said, had always been good to her. Then she knelt. Unlike others, Anne was granted death by sword rather than axe, a final, calculated mercy. With one swift strike, her life ended. Anne Boleyn was buried beneath the chapel floor, her body placed in an unmarked grave. But her story did not end there. Almost immediately, Anne became something more than a disgraced queen. She became a symbol. To some, a seductress, to others, a victim. In time, art and memory reshaped her image, from condemned traitor to tragic figure, destroyed by the very power she helped create. Anne Boleyn's execution revealed a brutal truth. In Tudor England, closeness to power offered no protection. Only favour mattered, and favour never lasted. Anne Boleyn did not die quietly. She died watched, judged, and remembered. On the 19th of May, 1536, Anne Boleyn, Queen of England, was executed on Tower Green. She was not the first queen to be executed, but she would become one of the most famous.